Hi, if this is your first time seeing one of my videos, my name is Kamashay Pruitt, and I am a money coach and the owner of Tower Above Financial Coaching. And you can visit my website at towerabove.org. So I am also a military spouse and a mommy to a 18-month-old princess warrior. So I'm doing this video because it's been on my heart for the past couple of days, and I was actually inspired to do this video just doing my Bible study that I'm part of a small group at my church. And so one of the lessons that we did a couple of days ago was about facing our fears. And it made me think about there are so many of us, including myself, that hide from our finances. And so I'm more so brave when it comes to facing my finances, but there was a time where I was very I would just avoid it. Like I wouldn't even face it. And so um to give you an example of this, so before my husband and I got married, we went through premarital counseling, and we also, just on our own, looked at, talked about like our finances, in deeper, like our premarital counseling, and go that deep into it. So we just took it upon ourselves to go deeper into talking about our finances. And there's like a background story to that, but I won't go into that in this video. But the point I want to make is when it was like, I was the one that initiated all this because I knew it was a thing to do, but I feel like I was the most scared when it came to my turn to reveal like how much debt I had, because up to this point, I had been interested and curious about it, but I had never sat down and added up how much debt I actually had. And why? Because it freaked me out. Like just to be honest, like it freaked me out to know like how much debt I actually had. So I felt like when we fear things, we avoid it. Like we avoid those things. Like, can you relate to that? Like, what in your life, like in your finances, are you avoiding because you don't want to face it, because you don't know how you're going to handle it? And we have a fear of the unknown. And so I believe there's something in your life that you're avoiding. Maybe it's the call from the debt collector that keeps calling you. You won't answer the phone because you know it's a debt collector and you don't want to deal with it. It's because you don't have a strategy. Or it's like, for me, it was logging on to my student loan account. That was my biggest debt, and it still is. We're almost debt free, but we still have the student loans. But I know in my mind right now, I can tell you right now how much my student loans, like how much my student loan balance is right now. Can you tell me how much your that bank account or your student loans or whatever account you are avoiding to log into? Can you verbalize like, how much it is? And most likely you can't, because one, you're scared to face it because, as I mentioned earlier, you don't have a plan and you don't know how you're going to deal with it. So you may as well just not deal with it. And so I have a hard time saying this word, but ignorance is not bliss. It's not. It's not attractive at all. And not necessarily to me or to other people, but to God. He doesn't like it when we act dumb or when we act less intelligent than he has actually made us to be. And so your action step for this video is to face your, as I like to call them, your financial Goliaths in your life. And the longer you continue to avoid that financial Goliath, the longer and the harder it's going to be to actually slay it. So go ahead, drop what you're doing, log into that account, open that envelope, that mail that keeps coming, answer that call, or just call them. Call the bill collector. That will give them a trip for you to call them. Um, and face your Goliath and deal with it. And have faith that God is going to reveal to you a plan on how to strategically attack it. But the first step is to face it. And that's the best way to overcome your fear. And so I hope this was encouraging to you. I hope that convicted you a little bit. I do. Because when we get convicted, then we become more like Jesus. And we become more of the person that he created us to be. So have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon.